Hello Narnia fans and welcome to the next Narnia Life installment for the channel. So we've got a couple of bits of news that I want to talk about. I do apologise for this video being late. I've only just now had the time to record. But yeah, I'm going to talk about the little bits of news that has come out recently. So the first piece of news is the Narnia composer, the new Narnia composer, got what Narniweb's calling a slap on the wrist after talking about Greta Gerwig's film, the upcoming Narnia film, which is The Magician's Nephew. Excuse me. So, yeah, I've commented on this before on the videos. It just seems like the cast and crew are being very secretive about the film. I know we've had leaks, but they're leaks. You know, we've had not really official, confirmed, not really. You know, the stuff we've seen is from people that were in the nearby areas and that they were filming. That's how stuff's been leaked online. But yeah, it just seems like the cast and crew just aren't hyping up the film. Completely different to what the Hunger Games franchise is doing, because the film comes out, well, the new Hunger Games, The Sunrise on the Reaping, comes out November next year. And the Netflix Narnia comes out the month after. And we've already got a teaser trailer. They're already hyping it up. They've been hyping it up with the cast. They're obviously hyping it up with the teaser trailer, and it's done incredibly well. Why is there no hype for Narnia? I don't get it. I know Narnia is not as big as the Hunger Games, but that's beside the point. They should be hyping the film up, but they're not. You know, none of the cast and crew don't seem to be talking about it. So it's just. Emma Mackey has spoken, finally, about The Magician's Nephew. She's very briefly spoken about it, but it wasn't much. So, aside from that, you know, obviously my thoughts is, look, your film comes out in just over a year's time. You need to start hyping up this movie. Because a lot of people that I talk to don't even know that there's a Narnia film coming out. But if you speak to anyone about Hunger Games, everyone's like, oh yeah, I saw the trailer for that, because they're hyping it up. This is what they need to do. I know Netflix don't really hype their stuff up that well. They do with like Stranger Things and The Witcher and Wednesday, and obviously they're big things, but anybody, you need to be hyping the film up, because it's not gonna get that reception. It's just, you have a film there, start hyping it up. If there's no hype for it in the next 6 months, or when there's like 6 months to go, if we don't get any sort of hype from like June onwards, then there's something wrong. They need to start hyping this film up, because nobody knows about it, unless you're a true Narnia fan. So moving on from that, because I feel like I'm off in a rant. So Narnia has, let me just sort of tab out. So Narnia themed attractions are planned for Netflix house locations. So one article that is interesting. So the main two pieces of news that have come out is there's been some new set photos, again leaked set photos, that reveal the likely home of Digory and Polly. So I'm going to quickly show you when my tablet decides to work. Of Digory and Polly's houses, like the exterior, possibly interior. I'm guessing it's just the exterior. Yeah, so there's been a planning application for the construction of a large outdoor film set near Longcross Studios in Surrey, and that's been traced back to Netflix's Narnia production company. So I'm just going to show you here. It's quite bad, poor condition because of my lights on, but these are the planning applications that were submitted in Surrey. And this photo here shows the exterior of the houses. Now, it says on Narniweb that filming on this set was scheduled to take place over 30 days, between mid-September and the end of October, and additional filming during November is only expected to be required for certain retakes. and they all should be done by the start of December, or like mid-December. But yeah, it looks like from the exterior, NannyWeb are reporting that it looks like this is very likely the street on which Digory and Polly live. So I mean, it looks cool. Definitely looks like a good location for it. But again, these are leaked photos. You know, somebody from NannyWeb got these. You know, so they're not officially released by Netflix, not officially released by the cast or the crew. It just seems to me like the fans are the ones hyping this film up, not the cast and crew. So moving on to the next topic, I want to talk about the Lamppost. Now, as we all know, the Lamppost is an iconic shot of Narnia, especially in The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. Now, obviously it's the Lamppost where Lucy meets Mr. Tumnus for the first time. So we have a possible first glimpse at the Lamppost. So I'm just going to show you here. So here it is, guys. Here is our first potential look. I know it's a little bit blurry from my tablet, but here's our potential first look at the Lamppost. Again, I believe these were obtained by NarniaWeb. The photos are blurry anyway. They've said, NarniaWeb has said that it includes a very blurry look at 2 lampposts. So these were taken back in October. And yeah, it goes on about the planning permission and stuff that they've got. So yeah, this looks like our first look at the Lamppost. Now please correct me if I'm wrong, because I can't really remember, but I know the Lamppost is more iconic in The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, so I think it's very weird that we have a shot of a lamppost, because I don't remember, unless I'm thinking of Percy Jackson, but I know that when Aslan creates Narnia, there's like a tree. At first I thought it was a tree that kind of puts the barrier around it to stop Jadis from getting in. But I think actually it's either a tree or a lamppost. But for me, the lamppost is more iconic for Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. I mean, it's only a lamppost. It's not amazing. But yeah, I do find it quite interesting. So yeah, that's our first look at the Lamppost. Whether it's going to be a Magician's Nephew or the Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, we don't know. But yeah, we do have that as well. So the other bit of news, the hardcover slipcase edition of the books has just been released. And of course the Blu-ray edition of the BBC Narnia series has just been released as well. I do plan on getting that because I do have the normal DVD edition, so I do want to upgrade to Blu-ray, and I do want to see all the new stuff that they've added onto it. But yeah, as of right now, it's just over a year to go. But like I said at the start of this video, there's just no hype there. There really isn't. You know, none of the cast are talking about it. None of the crew are talking about it. It seems like if they do, they're going to get in trouble. Again, we haven't had no official confirmation of Daniel Craig's casting. It was Daniel Craig that confirmed that he was working on Narnia, and that was only on the red carpet that he quickly confirmed it. But again, he didn't seem to really give much away. It just seems very bizarre. I've never seen this with a movie. If you've got a film, why aren't the cast allowed to hype it up? I don't get it. But yeah, that is it for this video. So we've got a couple of bits of news that I just thought I'd talk about, so I'm up to date with the news. You know, we've got the first look at the Lamppost, and we've got some set photos of potentially where Digory and Polly live, or at least some of the houses on their street where they live. So yeah, so what do you guys think? Do you think they should be hyping up this film more? Do what the Hunger Games is doing. Hype up the film. Because nobody knows it's coming out. And you're not going to get much of a reception if nobody knows. Again, we haven't even got clarification on Meryl Streep. You know, the whole thing that happened several months ago. We've had no clarification on that. You know, just some clarification would be nice. Is all I'm saying. But yeah, that is it for this video, guys. Once there is any more news, I'll do another update. But there isn't really much news or major news to talk about. Obviously, once there is, I'll do a video as quick as I can. But yeah, that is it for this video, guys. Let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.